out of any of you and I'll start using this.
What, and spend the rest of your life inside?
You sound more like a cop, Glover.
Cooperate, I'll see what I can do to get you early parole.
You lagging bitch, you'd have done us all.
Kill her and you can have any...
Shut up!
The gates are open all the way down to reception.
Screws?
Nowhere. Well, then smash one of the alarm buttons then.
No way, Glover. You're on your own. You're going to start finding out what we think are screws who come snooping around in places they're not wanted. We've got this place to ourselves for a bit.
What do you mean?
In there, Jackson and Stout, all tied up like a turkey dinner.
I better go and help them. Are you kidding? They might be hurt.
They're not. I checked. I'll snap your neck if you don't stick to the story.
It's Senior Detective Haynes. Put me through to duty, Sarge, please. It's urgent. I don't care what he's doing.
What if we're too late?
Listen, I've got the address for Lester Marshall. I haven't got time to explain that. Just take it down. 22 Wallen Street, City. Now listen, pick him up straight away. Gilmore knows we've sussed him out and he's ordered a hit. She's on her way there now. Frida Lewin. Yep, approach with extreme caution. She's armed. Never mind how I know, just do it.
We've got rules that we live by, and we all knows what happens if we break them, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And the cops know our code as well as we do, so this bitch knew what she was doing and what had happened if she got caught. Yeah. You got caught, you bitch, and now you're paying the penalty.
Yeah.
Maybe now you'll not keep out of our lives, because you're lot that put us in here.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't need you snooping around, making things worse than they already are.
Oh, you're animals, a lot of you.
Oh, yeah? Well, everyone's going to know what you are.
Dirty rotten bastards! You're not making things easier for yourself. What do you care? You with your fancy clothes, fancy career and fancy friends. You're whiter than the whiteys. I hate you. Now get out and leave me alone. Get out, I said.
You put the finger on any one of us, it'll be the last thing you ever do.
Throw the bitch in, you can't trust her.
I don't need to. I got friends on the outside who'd love to pay you a social call. Got that, Glover? No more lonely nights.
Come on, finish her off, you...
It's enough!
Well, finish
You're
her
lucky
off.
to be alive. You just better try and keep it that way.
Are you Sarah West?
No.
You've been charged with arson and assaulting a police officer and have been placed on remand at Wentworth Detention Centre until your trial. Is that correct?
No.
Just answer the questions correctly or you'll make life even more difficult.
I'm not answering to no whitey names or no whitey laws.
Hi, I'm Lorelai. And this is Alice, and that's
I don't
Reese,
care who
and
you are. You ain't my type, darling. Rec room, eh? Let's wreck it!
It's the new one. It's going to take the three of us.
Oh, no. You white scum!
How are you bearing up? I'd be much better if I didn't have to go and see the minister to report on last night's fiasco.
And what's the state of play?
Wish I knew. Marty and Delia are all right. Well, a bit shaken up. Glover is alive, but there's a hit woman out there trying to get to Mullen's boyfriend.
The average day in the life of a prison governor.
You said at least Glover's out of my hair.
Well, things could be worse, much worse.
Oh, I suppose so. What about your problem?
Your problem now.
I don't think I want to hear this. You are talking about Sarah West. Committal hearing didn't go well?
The way she behaved, it's a wonder she didn't end up in Blackmore. Fortunately, she's here.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Prison's the last thing she needs.
Well, at least she's in your care, and hopefully you'll have more success.
I'll try and see her as soon as I get back from the department.
Thanks. Is it all right if I go with you?
Yes, of course, and stop worrying. Once she's met the other women, she'll settle down, you'll see.
Leave me alone! Get your hands off me!
We get you to solitary and you'll stay there. You'll learn how to behave.
Oh, you can't do that. I know my rights.
Oh, right, that's all you lot ever talk about.
Yeah, why shouldn't we, Whitey?
Shut up, West. You're in enough trouble as it is.
Quick! I get lost to sleep.
Come on!
You want to be careful. She might be a witch.
On your way, Jones.
You want to lock her up? She might be dangerous.
Nor will you get back to work. See that one she landed on, Adam? Yeah, kid's really got class. In the guts. Hey, Lee, she's going to give us a hand?
Yeah, in a minute. Just want to catch the news.
Poor kid's still got her mind on Lester. I reckon he's had it.
Yeah, you know, for once I reckon he'd be better off with the pigs. Boy, what a freak out that Sheila was.
Stinking abbo, bitch. Oi, what's your language?
Shut up, Simpson.
Yeah, well, it really gets up my nose having to clean up after that black bitch. You didn't help calling her names like that. No wonder she was so upset.
Oh, bring me a bucket, will you?
Listen, those abo bastards deserve everything they get. Stinking lazy parasites want everything handed to them on a tray.
That's not true. Knowing well, do you, Spider?
I got eyes and ears.
Yeah, pity you got a mouth, but...
Good one, Lou. Oh, you bitches really know. Look, just because they're different doesn't mean to say that they don't need help. I mean, some of them are so poor.
Oh, that's what they spend all the bloody money on wrong. I just saw a witch doctor.
She's an aboriginal, Merle.
Are they the same as the one in the comics? You want to watch it, Merle? She'll be pulling the bone at you if she hears you call her that. What's it mean? Oh, it means you've had it. You're going to shrivel up and die, kiddo. Don't take any notice of her, Merle. She's just talking rubbish. Oh, no. They still do it. Hey, remember that black woman died up Barana way? They reckon that was a bone point. Couldn't do anything for her. Get out.
This is the outback. This girl speaks perfect English. Hard with the same brush.
There's nothing wrong with that kid. A good kick up the backside wouldn't fix.
Yeah, well, if she ever crosses me, she's going to get more than that.
Am I really going to die? No, of course you're not going to die. Yeah, she was real mad at me. Yeah, well, she was mad at everybody, and I can't say I blame her. Now, just forget about it, okay? Yeah, all right.
Take your scummy white hands off me! Oh, you bastard! He's twisting me out!
Keep moving, West.
Oh! Ah, you animal! Don't touch me or I'll bite you too!
That is no way to behave. Let her go, Adams. OK, West, you've got a choice. You get into your cell or you take the consequences. Now, you live by the rules in here. That's the easy and sensible way. You are playing it the hard way.
What's the difference?
You really want to find out?
Just lock her up.
That's not the answer, Mr. Adams. Well, West, your way or mine.
Little bitch.
Oh, you'll get over it.
You bastards! You what scummy what?
Shouldn't we do something? Waste the time. She'll wear herself out.
Get away with this!
She seems to have quietened down.
Should have made her tidy the rec room herself.
Do you think she would have?
Guess not. The mood she was in.
Against the wall, West.
Get lost, screws.
Get up and do as you're told, Sarah.
Thank you, Mrs. Pringle. You can leave us with Officer Russell. I know you've got a lot to do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. I'm the governor of Wentworth. My name's Mrs. Reynolds.
Keep that attitude up and you're only going to make it harder on yourself.
With a little help from her friends.
You're lucky you're here and not Blackmore, the way you carried on in that courtroom.
If you continue with this behaviour, you could still end up there.
So what? It'll take a lot more than this whitey system to break me, lady. So go for it.
Mrs. Reynolds is here to help you, if you only give her half a chance.
Oh, sure.
We are here to help, Sarah. If you've got any problems, come straight to me.
Come on, we're wasting our time. A few more days in here, she might start to see reason.
I certainly hope it won't come to that.
Bloody do-gooding bitches! And you're the worst, Madigan! Nothing turns my stomach more than a Jackie Madigan! You scum! You hear me? You make me sick!
Oh, good. I was wanting to see you two. What on earth are you doing with the skip?
Well, I found it round the corner. I'm just coming back to blast the culprit.
Well, if I were you, I'd be looking round the dorms first. Culprit's probably off having a smoko somewhere.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right.
Doesn't do to have the officers seen walking round with skips either.
Oh, you said you wanted to see me about something.
Oh, yes. Silly me. There's been a late change to the rosters. You and I have to do ground patrol after lunch instead of Andrea and Marty, OK?
Yes, fine.
Nearly caught her.
This is no joke, Maxwell. If that stuff's ever found, you better have a good story.
So we got it last night when we had the keys.
Good.
Hang on. Here's the money for today's bets.
No way. Look, I'm sorry, Kath. It's too risky. It's a wonder I wasn't caught when that undercover cop was here.
Well, she's gone now.
Yes, and who knows when the department's going to spring the next one on us.
Look, I can't do this without you.
But you're going to have to. Or forget about the whole scam. Safer for both of us.
Rodney, please.
No. I'm not screwing up my career for a few lousy bucks. Not even for you. And make sure that skip gets back to the laundry.
No, I mean it. You went soft on her because she's black.
Nonsense. Heavens, I've done enough social work over the years to know how dangerous that could be.
Then you forgot it all this morning. You would have come down on a white kid like a ton of bricks if they'd spoken to you like that. It's racist. Inverted, mind you, but still racist.
Yes, you're right.
Look, Sarah's here and she's got nobody to blame but herself. She's in solitary because she deserves it.
All right, but black or white, I think more than 24 hours is excessive.
Excuse me, the new rosters.
Thank you.
Miss Ferguson, we just had a pretty heavy session with Sarah West. A couple of days in solitary sound too much to you?
You're asking my opinion?
Yes, you've had more to do with her than I have this morning. Do you think it's excessive?
Yes, I do. She's just a scared kid fighting authority. She'll come to her senses when she sees who's boss.
Fine, then we'll let her out as soon as we're sure she's not going to break any more furniture.
Is that all?
Yes, I'll have these back straight after lunch.
Thank you.
Oh, I nearly forgot. This is Sarah's, left at the watch house. Could you see she gets it when she's out of the pound?
Yes, of course.
Now, that one I'll never work out.
You and me both.
God, macaroni, cheese. If I wasn't so starving, I'd chuck it back.
What are you talking about? It's great stuff.
I'll read it in mine.
Oh, there's no need to ask if you've heard any news yet.
It's awful to think about one of us being a policewoman. I mean, heavens forbid we won't be able to trust anyone.
10 to 1, the black one isn't a cop.
Alice, do you have to use that word?
Eh? Black? What's wrong with that?
The poor little thing has enough to contend with without us reminding her all the time.
Look, I don't care what colour she is, as long as she doesn't cause any trouble. Right, Lise?
I reckon she's lucky. Black's beautiful in the fashion world. If she had the right chances, she could get modelling work.
At least she wouldn't have to worry about a suntan, eh?
I'm not sitting with you because Kate's all sad looking, but I still like you.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah, I love seeing Maxwell down.
I mean, Merle.
There, eh?
Hey, if you're not eating that, can I have it?
Be my guest.
Here, garbage cats can have mine too.
Gee, me favourite.
Yeah, that'd be right bloody pig food.
Pizza's lucky then.
Yeah.
Aw.
Hey, smart aleck. Those women are cutting in on your racing game. Lorna and Margie are making side bets of Vicky's horse waiting to come in.
Fools in there, honey. See you in a minute, Kat.
Okay.
Where are you going, Maxwell?
I don't feel well.
What about your cutlery?
Sorry.
Come on, Simpson, trade duty.
Oh, come on, but I'm not running after that bloody coon
Her
again.
name is West, and you will do as you're told.
Oh, come on. Suppose I've got to go to the garden and dug up the witchetty grub.
Get going.
Make sure it's a good supply, Simpson. The kid earned it.
Secure.
Right. Well, that's the lot then.
Will I make out the report?
Oh, would you? I'm so sick of paperwork.
My pleasure.
Heavens, I didn't expect to see you back here, Glover. I mean, Miss,
Hanks, Tricia.
Oh, yes.
What's the news on the hit woman? Did they catch her?
I expect your superiors are very happy with the outcome of your stay here.
Please, if you could see if Mrs. Reynolds is available, I'd appreciate it.
Yes, of course. But it might be better if you wait here for your own safety. Might be better if the women don't see you. And she might prefer to see you out here too.
All right, as long as I see her.
Yes, yes, of course. I'll just go and check. You wait here, please, Mr. Adam.
You're lucky to get out alive, you know.
You're lucky to have a job. Been hiding any more tape recorders in the showers recently, Adams?
I said get against the wall, West. Now move.
What do you call this?
That far wall.
Why didn't you say so?
Sit on the stretcher, Simpson.
Just wanted to see that we cooked her favourite, Miss Ferguson. See.
Get outside!
Oh, just trying to be nice.
Get out! And you, pick up that mess.
Get stuck.
Watch your mouth! You can put up with that mess until I find someone with a mop and bucket.
Why? She wouldn't know how to use a plate anyway.
Get out! You're on a charge!
What for?
Disobeying an officer. Oh. Here.
Yeah, okay, this'll fix ya. What? I ate your lunch, remember? And the ice cubes is for your headache.
Thanks, Mel, but I'm really not that
I saw her on the telly. This girl was feeling real bad, so she put it on her forehead and groaned a lot until it was better. But you got to lie down. Go on.
No, look, not now, Mel. I don't think this will fix my particular headache anyway.
Oh?
But thanks, you're a good friend.
Yeah, I'll put it away for afters because you might get hungry.
Jones, what's that mess?
I was gonna put it away, honest.
Stealing from the kitchen again.
She did it for me, Mr. Adams. It's all right, Mel. I'll clean it up. You go on back to the red room.
Okay.
Just a minute.
What?
This is your last warning. I catch you stealing anything again and you go straight to the governor.
Yeah, gee, she's real.
Jones!
Rodney, let her go.
Ferguson's right. She should be in a mental institution.
Rodney.
I thought you'd come back because you changed your mind.
If you're talking about the TAB bets, I don't want to hear it mentioned again. Is that clear?
But don't you understand how important this is? The women of
I
the
don't
school.
care. I've just seen that policewoman they put in here.
She's back?
Yes, she's back. She's gone to see the governor. Had a dig at me about the tape recorder.
So?
So what if she's also cottoned on that I was involved with you and is in telling Reynolds right now? I'm not blotting my copybook any further, so just forget it,
We
Kath.
can't forget it. I've already got the women's money. Now, come on. We have to do it one more time, please.
No. If you're so desperate, find someone else.
He's dead.
Unfortunately, she killed him before our guys arrived.
Then it's all been for nothing, except saving Mullins.
On the contrary, we picked up Gilmore 2 hours ago. Lisa's got no more worries.
He was caught. How?
Our hit lady wrecked Lester's flat and couldn't find his address book. We did. The rest is history.
Well, it's nice to have something positive coming out of this mess. I'm not looking forward to breaking the news to Mullins, though.
Yes, well, I'd like to do that. That's why I'm here.
You're not serious.
Yes, I am. Lisa and I got quite close.
Well, it's obvious she feels quite differently now.
Well, she had to go along with the crowd.
But you betrayed her.
Yes, and I'm sorry about that. Look, it might help smooth things over if I could talk to her personally. No one's going to get hurt if we have the meeting outside. As I said, we were close, and I think it'd be better coming from me.
All right, I'll have her brought out.
May be able to remove the tattoo?
No, not completely.
Well, it's justice, I suppose. That lot in there won't forget in a hurry.
I was just doing my job.
Yeah. If I'd had my way, you wouldn't have got past the front gate.
It's lucky you don't.
She's sure gonna get in a big trouble doing that. She'll be too busy buying the bone of you, Melly, to be worried about me.
That's not right. Cass says that's not right.
Oh, who believes Maxwell? I do, and you leave her alone.
Might be an idea for you to leave the new kid alone, too. She's done nothing to you.
What about all the stuff she wrecked in here, bloody ripping up playing cards?
She gave it to the screws, didn't she?
Yeah, I suppose she did. But you got to watch those Emmos, because they're always going off half-cocked, because they're blowing their bloody brains out of petrol, never know.
Yeah, well, I've known a few white idiots to do that, too, so get your facts straight.
I saw that policewoman. What?
No, honestly, she was outside reception talking to the governor. She had a bandage on her forehead. It was her.
Bloody hell!
Mullins, you have a visitor.
See, it was her. She's come to see Lisa.
Is that true, Mr. Adams?
I wouldn't know. Come on, Mullins.
Right, that's it, Lurch. We're on strike.
Go on, tell her. Bloody Reynolds is really pushing her luck. That bitch back in here.
All right, you're not going anywhere yet.
Go on, Lurch, show him your stuff.
Yeah, well, we're going to show Reno what we think of her for letting that copy in here. And for letting her come back like she's done nothing. We're on strike right now. Everybody, out!
Miss Ferguson,
Find you in the rec room.
something's happened. I have to speak to you.
You know the procedure, make an appointment.
We can't wait that long. This is important.
Oh, I'm sorry, Maxwell, I didn't realise. What's the problem?
An officer was helping me with a certain project and, well, let's just say he's being very uncooperative.
You have a complaint about an officer, see the governor.
The officer is Mr. Adams.
So?
You want me to say it?
Yes, Maxwell. I think I do.
Adams has refused to place the bets with the TAB.
Oh, I would hope so. Betting's illegal.
So is taking 50% of the proceeds. But then if you're not worried about losing the money, we'll just forget about it.
What makes you think I'm involved?
Intuition.
You're playing a dangerous game,
It'll get a lot
Maxwell.
more dangerous if Adams doesn't stop panicking. He's worried about that undercover cop. In fact, he's so worried he might start saying things that could cause trouble for all of us.
And you want me to speak to him?
Well, it wouldn't hurt.
Lisa, I'm sorry. I really am.
Look, I know it's not much comfort, but, well, at least you're safe. Gilmore's been caught. You're off the...
You rang your cop friends in plenty of time for them to act. So how come they didn't get to Lester before she did?
I don't know. It was a hitch-up somewhere. It's bureaucracy at its
Oh,
worst.
yeah, sure.
Lisa, if you'd cooperated from the start, this...
I killed him?
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
I still don't see the point in getting Reno. She'll only lie through her teeth.
Well, we'll give her a go. She's usually pretty straight with us.
Yeah, when it suits her.
She let that black woman in, too.
She won't hurt you, Merle.
They know magic, not good stuff, Laurie, real bad stuff. I'll show you. I got a comic in me door.
Whoa! Go for it, Dumbo!
You can't get out, Merle. This is Pringle locked the gate. Why?
Because we got him scared, Dumbo. Leave it,
Don't
Simpson.
you call me that or I'll pop ya.
I mean, we got him scared mad. Isn't that right, girls?
Just don't.
Come on, Merle, if you just ignore her.
Yeah, save your bops and bams for those bastards out there, Merle. They reckon because they've got the keys, they can do any bloody thing they like with us.
But we're not going to let them. What do you say, girls?
Open the gate, Joyce. Someone has to show some trust. I believe you have a complaint to make.
Too right we have.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, we reckon it's getting pretty bad around here when you can't trust no one.
Yes.
Well, first we had a screw officer, plant a tape recorder, then you plant a cop.
Yes. I knew nothing about the tape recorder until after it had happened. And Wendy Glover being here, it was out of my hands.
Yeah, well, we don't believe you.
I'm sorry, Jenkins, but it's true.
Yeah, well, it's getting a bit hard to swallow, Mrs. Reynolds. Geez, you had Meg Morris going at a hammer and tongs all the time just to get her up in your office.
Yeah. I had to. Mullen's life was in danger. I had no choice.
Why didn't you tell us?
That wouldn't have helped her.
Yeah, and why's the bitch here today, eh? Tell us that.
Why is she here today?
I am prepared to discuss this, Jenkins. That does not mean I'll accept insubordination.
Sorry. We just wanted to know.
She's here to see Mullins.
Well, we reckon she's here to finish the job.
That's right. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, we know she saved Lisa's life, but now we reckon she's here to spill the beans on us.
Right. That's not true. She has never lagged, and she's not about to try now.
Yeah, well, why's she here today?
As Lisa's friend, she wanted to be the one to tell her that her boyfriend's dead.
Hell, don't say he copped it in the back, too.
I'll come and visit you as often as I can, Lisa. In spite of my job, I really thought that we'd become good friends, and, well, I'd like to keep it like that. There's no way you can do a deal to get off now, so you'll be here at least till your case comes up, so I'll bring you cigarettes and things, okay? Makeup and hair colouring, all the things you need. Lisa?
Margaret, would you call a meeting of all senior officers straight away, please?
Why, what's happened?
The women in H block have called a strike.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me. Where are they?
Joyce has locked them in the rec room. They're in a pretty nasty mood.
There's a riot.
No, Mr. Adams, the women have called a strike. Would you take Mullins back to her dorm, please?
Yes, Governor.
Anything to do with me?
Everything to do with you. Is Mullins all right?
She's shocked, naturally. I think you should have someone keep an eye on her.
Of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm extremely busy.
It might help if I talk to them.
Oh, that'll be right. You like stirring up trouble, don't
Thank
you,
you, Miss
Glover?
Ferguson. I'll handle this. She's right. They tear you to pieces.
They've had their revenge. Why this?
They think you're here today to lag.
All the more reason I should talk to them. Obviously, you haven't got anywhere.
Not yet.
They might be more likely to listen if it comes from me.
I doubt it.
Look, I know I rub you the wrong way, and you've probably got damn good reason. But let me see if I can get through to them. Surely I owe you that much.
Right, come with me.
It might be better if you weren't there.
Look, I know you feel like it's the end of the world, but you'll get over it, you know. People always do. It was a tough break, though, the cops getting there too late. Yes, well, I'll leave you by yourself. You'll feel better after a bit of rest.
I'm just in the right mood for you.
Calm down, will you?
You should have killed her when you had her. Shut up! You're a gutless one of both of you.
Okay, you can all believe what you want, but I haven't lagged on you lot. That's not why I was here. Look, I don't blame you being mad. I'd be mad too, having the big wigs pull a Swiftie on me, but... Well, you can't blame Mrs. Reynolds or Meg Morris for that. They had no choice.
Oh, sure.
Cool. The department says do it, and they have to do it whether they like it or not. And for what it's worth, they didn't like it. But it's paid off because we've got Gilmore. So, Lisa's got nothing more to worry about. Except her initial charge, of course. I know what you think of me, but I was put in here to get Gilmore before he got Lisa, and that's all I was about.
You double-crossed her. What about that?
I saved her life. I'd like to think that Lisa and I are still friends. That's why I came to see her today. She's taking Lester's death pretty hard, so... Look after her, will you? Thanks. Let's go.
Well, what do you know?
Oh, Lisa, we should go and see her.
Okay, everybody, the strike's over.
Oh, I never would have believed it, you know.
Miss Ferguson!
A cop with a heart.
Up against the wall, please. That wasn't very nice, was it?
What'd you expect?
What's all this mess?
Lunch. We darkies always eat off the floor, or didn't you know?
But you're civilised.
What makes you think that?
Well, I thought that in the missions that they taught...
Yeah, well, some of us aren't lucky enough to live on missions, are we?
Oh, where did you grow up?
Where else? The outback.
With the tribe?
No. The Australian Symphony Orchestra. Oh, sorry. That was rude. I was brought up by a white couple.
Oh, so you didn't live with your tribe?
No.
Oh, gee, I think that's a pity. I really admire our Aborigines. They really understand this country.
The parts we're allowed to live in, you mean?
But you belong everywhere.
Except in Whitey territory.
Look, some of us want help.
Sure. That's why my lunch was served on the floor.
Look, I'll get this cleaned up for you and I'll get you something else to eat, okay?
Sure?
Honestly.
Dumb bitch.
Adams!
Anything the matter, Miss Ferguson?
Why did you tell Maxwell I was in on the deals?
I didn't.
Oh, really? Did a little fairy tell her?
Look, I only told her what you said
Oh,
to tell her. I didn't.
snivelling, Adams. You've got a lot to learn, and you better learn pretty damn quick, understand?
No, actually, I don't understand.
Then I'll tell you. You've got 10 minutes to place those bets with the TAB. Do it! And you mess me around again, and you can kiss that uniform goodbye. Now do you understand?
I can't do it.
I beg your pardon?
I'm the one taking all the risks.
Oh, really? Who else did you have in mind?
What if the governor found out and I lose my job? Where does that leave you?
Precisely where I've always been. You're very easily replaced.
Maxwell could dob us both in.
Oh, I'm surprised you've got this far. You're letting her outsmart you.
Well, it's all right for her. She's got nothing to lose. I've got my whole career to think of.
Then get smart and save it.
Oh, come along, Mel. The girl's not going to hurt you.
I don't know, she might.
Oh, just come on.
No, not unless Kath comes too.
Now, look here, my girl. You are going to take that food up to Solitary right now by yourself or you'll clean the toilet block for a week.
Good. I'd rather do that.
Oh, Mel, come back here.
No! Quick! I gotta hide!
Oh, Mel!
You did just great.
fake, Lurch. Spider's just jealous because she wasn't in the limelight.
Oh, that's the last thing I want, Connors. Really gets my goat to see this place sucked in by a cop.
She was straight with us.
Oh, what would you know? Anyone can pull a long face and lie through their teeth.
True, but I reckon she was dinkum. Well, there's got to be one decent cop in the bunch.
Well, you should have shot her then before she turns bad.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Hey, did you see it?
No, Miss Ferguson caught me.
Geez, they're making sure we don't see Lisa. Do you reckon something's wrong?
The dumpling said she was asleep. I reckon we ought to just leave her alone.
Yeah, I'd rather be zonked than bawling my eyes out.
It just seems funny that she could sleep after hearing such awful news like that. Oh, I know. Sister probably gave her something.
Ah, quick, bring out the fire brigade. Twinkle Tay's brain's going to explode.
Oh, shut up! Hey, what unnatural to you, Spider?
The witch doctor got her!
What's happened?
She did, the black fella got her!
Who's dead?
Lisa's dead!
She all right?
No, thanks to you. Give me your handkerchief and get Sister.
But I did check on her, Miss Ferguson. I thought she was asleep.
Would you be asleep if you'd just been told your boyfriend was killed?
Oh, I feel terrible.
Just get Sister and a stretcher.
Well, shall I call an ambulance?
No, she's only scratched herself.
Well, I'll get Sister.
Right. And keep that lot out of here.
Yes, of course. Be quiet.
She's okay.
Look, I have to get Sister now. Go back at once. Oh, bloody hell, she slashed her wrist.
Get out of here.
Is she going to be all right?
Just get back to work.
She will
Oh, she will be all right if you get out.
Oh, sorry.
Come on, Laurie, come on.
Oh, God. I feel terrible. Should have tried harder to check on her.
We all should have. Oh, jeez, what a mess. And Sister's quite sure she doesn't need to be transferred to Wentworth General.
Luckily, we found her before she'd lost too much blood.
Oh, Mrs. Reynolds, I'm so sorry. I should have gone into the dorm and checked properly, but I was so sure she was just asleep.
Delia. I'm not blaming anyone, Miss Ferguson. It was an unfortunate accident, that's all.
Accident? It was a deliberate attempt at suicide. If security was up to scratch, she wouldn't have had that bottle in the 1st
We'll
place.
talk about contraband later. The point is, the officers on duty did check on the girl. The accident was...
Excuse me, Mrs. Reynolds. Is it all right if I go? Oh, I should be on round
Of course, Delia, and don't feel too badly about what's happened. We can be glad it wasn't more serious.
Yes, of course. Oh, I meant to give you this earlier.
The point is, it would never have happened if security in this place was run with top priority, something apparently you will never understand.
I know you're upset, so we'll forget you said that, Miss Ferguson.
I would rather not. It's only sheer good luck that damn fiasco with Glover didn't result in all of Wentworth escaping.
You can take that up with the minister. It was his decision. Now, you tell me, you headed the cell search after that fiasco with Glover. Why wasn't the brandy bottle found then?
If it had been in the cell at the time, it would have been. Obviously, it was elsewhere.
And for security reasons, I suggest you search all areas next time, Miss Ferguson. After all, we have Jones to thank for contraband being found in the boiler room. Isn't that right?
Yes.
My security is only as good as my staff. Ask Sister to keep me informed of Mullen's condition.
Certainly, Governor.
Gee, she must have been doing it while we were playing silly buggers in the rec room.
Ah, so now you agree the strike was a waste of time.
Oh, of course not. Just shut your mouth, Simpson.
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of the garbage that comes out of your mouth.
yourself occasionally.
You stop it! Look, just stop it!
I'm sorry.
It's just that poor Lisa could have died. And we're doing exactly what we were doing while she was doing it. Well, I mean...
I know what you mean. We're too busy worrying about ourselves to think about what she was going through.
Yeah, well, we did try and see her, but...
Only in a half-hearted sort of way. Laurie here was the only one who was really trying to barge past the screws.
Yeah, well, who'd have thought she'd try and kill herself over a fella anyways, always spouting off about what nerds they were.
But Lester was different. I mean, they were lovers for ages.
Oh, shut up, will you? Next we'll be wearing sackcloth and ashes.
Oh, no! What?
What is it? No brain seeds. It's only 2 strikes.
Shut up.
Tell me, Mo.
Dinner, I left it. I didn't take it to a cab. Take it.
She's got the wonder about something. I know. Stan told her to take another lunch to the Appo, remember?
I forgot when I saw Lisa. I forgot when I saw Lisa. Because I've forgotten she's going to get me
No,
too.
she's not. Now you stop this.
She got Lisa, and now she's going to make me bleed until I die.
She didn't do anything to Lisa Moore.
Lisa's all right, She's not dead, honestly.
Please believe us. Lisa hurt herself because she was unhappy. It wasn't the original girl's fault.
It was too. I saw the blood. It was real bad.
Please, how are we going to convince her?
I don't know. Oh, poor thing.
Sister?
In here, Miss Ferguson.
Look, sorry to bother you again, but the governor wants you to keep her up to date on Mullins.
No worries. Actually, you might let her know I just rang the doctor.
What problems?
It's hard to say without another opinion, but I certainly don't like the look of her.
Oh, she's probably just weak from the loss of blood.
It's more than that. She's a lot weaker than she should be from the amount she's lost.
Look, see, worries are over. She's coming around.
She's been doing that since you brought her up.
Mullins? Mullins, come on, wake up.
I'd say she was doped to the eyeballs, but I know better. There's something wrong here, and I just can't pinpoint what. There we are. Now that's better, isn't it? Your breakfast will be along soon, and you better eat it or I'll spoon feed you myself. How are the wrists? Any pain? Now come on, Lisa. The doctor said there's nothing at all the matter with you. Oh, well, I guess you'll soon speak up if you want something.
How is she?
She's fine. Where's the duty officer?
Oh, Miss Radcliffe said I could stay with Lisa while she had her breakfast. Is that all right?
I don't see why not. Maybe it'll help her.
Thank you. Hi, Lisa. Look, Ricky. A special one, too. I made the eggs myself. Everyone sends their love, and we're awfully sorry that we weren't with you when you got that terrible news. Would you like me to cut up your toast for you? Lisa, we know how terrible you must feel. You know how I felt when I had to give up my Zoe. I'm sorry. Lisa, will you say something? Everyone says I talk too much, and what can I do if you're not going to talk to me? Are you in pain? Lisa, please. What is it? Can't what, sister?
It's all right, Lorelei. What's wrong?
She's saying she can't speak.
All right, West, out.
Why?
Because you were told. If it was up to me, I'd let you rot in here after what you did yesterday. Now move.
I'm not going anywhere with a bastard
You'll
like you.
go where you told, you little animal.
Don't
Hey,
touch
what have
me,
you got?
you pig! And don't put your hands on me again.
All right, you're on a charge for having that photograph in here.
Get nicked. One of your own screws gave me this, so you can't come down on me for it.
Well, can't I? Now get out before I make it 2 charges.
I want to see you outside, Mr. Adams.
What's the matter now?
If I didn't have some use for you, you would be out of this place on your ear.
Why? I might have come close to hitting her, but I didn't.
Just get out of here, Adams. I'll handle this.
It's fine by me. By the way, she's got a photograph with her. She reckons one of the officers gave it to her, but if you ask me, she smuggled it in.
No, she didn't. I gave it to her.
But that's against the rules.
So is making illicit phone calls to the TAB, but I'm not stopping that, Adams. In fact, I'm encouraging it. Now get out. Come on, let's go.
Where we going?
Breakfast, you're joining the other women.
I'd rather stay here.
You can't. Now move.
Yeah, well, don't expect anything from sticking it to that bastard. I'm used to his sort.
I don't expect any, and I'm used to kids like you.
Yeah, well, thanks for the photo, okay?
Come on, let's go.
I don't want to leave, but it is for the best. I know that now.
I'm sorry too, Delia. I don't think you've given it enough time.
Oh, come off it, Mrs. Reynolds. Let's face it, I just can't handle some of the situations that come up in this sort of job.
You mean the hit woman? It's hardly a regular occurrence.
Oh, I know that. I mean, that really knocked me rotten. But then with the trouble with Mullins yesterday and all the blood and... No, I can't.
Now, come on, Delia. The most experienced officer would be upset if we'd been through what you have during the last few days. That's no reason to throw in the towel.
Look, I'm not giving up. No, I've made my decision. I'm just not cut out to be officer material. It's in everybody's best interest if I just leave.
Nonsense. I've seen you with the women. I know from my years in the service what doesn't make a good officer.
You're saying I would?
I'm not saying you haven't made mistakes, because you have. But who hasn't? And who's going to follow through on the bike race?
I thought that would have been cancelled after the trouble that...
Giving them something to look forward to can remove a lot of tension, and you recognise that. That's good. That's the sort of thing that women need. Now, do you mind if I make a suggestion?
What?
Don't make your decision now. Go away and think about it and come back to me when you're absolutely sure.
Gee, now I'm really confused.
Good.
Well, how do you know that's what she meant if she can't talk?
Because I can understand a bit of sign language. And she couldn't talk at all, and you could tell that Sister was very worried about her.
She's okay other than that.
She's very sad. But I mean, that's understandable, isn't it? She just lost a lover. It's so tragic.
Oh, don't, Laurie. You filled a bucket already.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Well, don't do it into your porridge. There's enough salt in it as it is.
What are they doing over there?
Maxwell's taking bets on the TAB. I wouldn't get into it if I were you. She'd screw you somehow.
I don't have any money anyway.
Woo! Hold on to your hats, ladies. Here comes the human tornado.
Keep them quiet, Mr. Adams.
Quieten down or you can leave right now.
Hey, boom. That true you pointed the bane at Mullins? Whoa, better duck Mel quick.
Shut up, Simpson.
It's all right, Mel. She's not going to hurt you.
Ignore the bitch. We think you're okay.
Yeah, anyone who sticks it up the screws is #1 in our book. Here, grab a seat.
Come on, you can sit down here with me.
Wouldn't sit with white scum if you paid me.
Oh, I reckon. I thought the doctor gave her the all clear last night.
He did, but I'd say this is a case for Dr. Lachlan.
The psychiatrist? Do you think the shock of her boyfriend's death's caused it?
I'm sure of it. I had a similar case a couple of years back, only that time the girl lost the use of her limbs.
I see. Well, this explains the use of sign language. Both her parents are deaf and dumb.
Then if my past experience is anything to go on, we better brush up on our alphabet.
Oh, what?
Oh, no, you don't. You get that black bitch out of here. I'm not sharing with no knit-infested coo.
I beg your pardon. Now, you apologise
I
to
want
us.
Vicky back. This isn't a fair exchange.
I said apologise.
Like hell.
If I hear of you causing any trouble with this girl, I'll have the book thrown at you. Is that clear? I said, is that clear,
Yes,
Simpson?
Miss Stout.
Good. West, make sure you're at muster.
I told you, I'm not sharing with no black bull. You screw-sucking, gin-smelling, stinging... You stinking abo bitch, you're gonna pay for that.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then.